welcome back to Vegas Live. And of course, I'm Ninon, your host, and I have Santy with me, and I have Ernest as well. We've got a great program coming up in front we're going to be talking about. Santa, how are you?
I'm good.
You always look so great. I was just telling you about a great photograph. We have a great photograph, the two of us, actually on Facebook, and she looks fabulous, and I'm just standing there. But she's gorgeous anyway. So everything's going good.
Everything's going great.
And what is this? This is this pure alpha.
Well, I had redid our packaging and stuff, so we brought it on set today so the product is smaller and easier to grab and stuff. Yeah.
So people are smart, yeah.
Yeah.
You know I know,
It's
right.
about marketing,
You know, when
too,
when they have a big thing like this, it's hard for a woman to hold it, and you've always got to think of how women. Hi, Honest, how are you?
I'm very well. How about yourself?
Well? Men have got
Yeah.
these big hands that can grab things. We kind of, we have to. We're delicate, so and how to handle the whole thing, and what to drink and what not to drink, and all these crazy, fitness things. But you look so fit, so whatever you're doing, you must be doing it right.
I'm very, very much trying.
I think you're very dedicated because you work out every day.
I do.
I do. I work out every
love
day.
it.
I work out every day in my dreams. That's as
But
far
you
as I
look
go.
so fabulous.
Well, thank you very much, but it's
So.
just a mirror. So take the clothes off, forget it. Now, Ernest, I understand that we have something very special coming up, and it's like for toys for the children, and as you know, we've got Christmas coming up. We're already on December 5th, so it's only 20 days, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Isn't that, where's it gone?
Yeah, 2017 went by very fast.
It did. I thought it was just me that went by fast, but everybody's saying the same thing. Like, oh, okay.
Yes.
So you've got this big toy drive on.
Yes.
What have you got happening? Our Ernest is going to give us all the information
Yes.
for our younger ones, the younger generation.
Yeah, so we at the Lift Factory we have a gym, and we're going to have a toy drive to just to get toys for the kids that are less fortunate, and who might not have something.
And what ages
under
are
the
you
tree.
going through?
I mean, all age groups really. We can find.
Well, you tell a 13-year-old it's a child. You won't get very far.
If you give them a toy, they'll be totally fine
but
with it.
but the toy's got to be. It's got to be kind of a phone, or it's got to be something electronic.
Well,
something very expensive.
I
Now,
guess they mature
very fast.
very fast now.
But we do that. Because what do? We buy them phones
Yeah.
at 5 years old. We buy
Yeah.
them computers at 5 years old. And then we turn around and say, why are you spending all that time on your computer? Well, you just bought the kid the computer.
Yeah, very
Yes.
true. Very true.
Well, I think nowadays too, society is just everything's about technology.
It
You
is,
know,
and I
and
agree.
it's,
I think it's fabulous. That's why I mix with the younger generation. I can learn more down there.
Yeah,
Yep.
The us
absolutely.
older folks, we're kind of not quite there yet. So you're going to do the toy drive.
Absolutely. If you bring in a new unwrapped toy, the day pass for the gym is free, so you get to lift for free. On December 9th, it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay,
We
all
have
day.
we have a ton of great vendors that are going to be there. Santy is one of them.
Oh.
And then we're going to have supplement companies and clothing companies and lots of gear and stuff like that for
Now,
everybody
Ernest,
that attends.
There's always a reason why people do things.
Yes.
And is this sort of going back a little bit back to your childhood and kids and what happened and
Oh,
everything?
absolutely. The three of us owners of the gym are all born and raised in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And so for us, it's giving back to the community that's given so much to us.
Okay.
So, and also two of us are firefighters and one of us is a juvenile probation officer. So we're public servants. And through the fire department, we have our
So
own
you know
toy
a
drive.
lot more what goes on, than most people of these children, because we all know, and I'm sure you know this too, there are 16,000, quote unquote, hope there's less, 16,000 homeless children out there.
Yeah.
Now, they all live under the freeways, they all live in the sewers, they all live all over the place there. We don't see them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're ashamed, because they're all under 18 and they're ashamed of their situation, which they should not be ashamed of because they didn't put themselves there.
Absolutely.
So how do we, with the toy drive and everything, you're also giving the message out for
Cocktails,
parents
please,
or
cocktails, please.
for people to pay more attention even if they're not their own children?
Yeah. It's just about giving back, and just being a part of even the less fortunate kids, and
Even the kids that do have a home but not as much of
yeah,
anything else.
absolutely, yeah. There's kids that that aren't necessarily homeless, but
No.
their parents might not be able to afford some of the nicer toys or some things like that. So
something that- yes.
that's where we come in, and that's where we like to give back.
Okay.
So.
Now, being in you're a fireman.
Yes.
So how long have you been a fireman?
I've been a fireman it was 9 years in October.
Isn't that wonderful? Well, I would say thank you for everything you do.
Thank you
because
so much. I
don't
really
know-
appreciate
I don't
that.
know if the firemen get that much thanks for anything they do. They're kind of behind the scenes. They're right on top of the scenes when
Yeah.
a fire occurs, and they risk an awful lot.
Oh yeah, it's part of the job. You know,
Yeah.
it's the risk versus reward.
Yeah.
You know, so we
what's
risk a lot to
what-
save
the
a
risk
lot.
is great, but what is the reward in your mind?
The reward for me, it's always been helping people and just and being there when they're in their time of need.
Yes,
You know, and being able to help them and make them feel better, or to save a life, or to save their property.
Yeah.
I mean, it really gives me chills and goosebumps just thinking about
Just
it.
thinking about
Yeah.
it. When it's so hopeless. I think I was reading the other day that just a stranger, this house was on fire, and he jumped into the house and something saved 2 children.
Yeah.
And, otherwise they would have been gone, but apparently he just, and he wasn't even a fireman, he was just part, so we should need more people like that. So I think we've got a lot of people like that in Vegas that like to help.
I feel like we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's turning around that there's not only the strip and the casinos and all the, the people that come to visit us because that keeps us going, but it's also all the people that live here now. I think they're realizing that this is a town the same as any other town, that we have to help each other and make sure they're protected.
Absolutely.
And why are you involved in this? Because you're
Well, I usually am involved in a toy drive every year.
there's many of them.
Yes. So, but this one is, more particular because we're both in the fitness industry and stuff.
Yes.
And then we figured, we can actually bring the community together and in a positive situation, and where you can actually turn around and bring a toy and still work out.
Yeah,
So that
which is
was
really
like a
cool.
good
Like
game
a double,
plan.
yeah, double
so you get
whammy
a
there.
double
It's like
whammy.
2 birds with one
Yeah.
stone.
it
Yeah.
sure
So
is.
why would you not want to come work out?
But also, there's one thing I do love about what you're doing is that there's no money involved.
no.
So therefore, the children are definitely going to get the toys, because sometimes in a lot of these foundations, whatever
Yeah.
it goes all to administration. And sort of, you don't want to give money to pay somebody's wages. You really want to go to
And-
give. And you're
Absolutely.
nodding like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know this trick very well.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's well known. Where people will start up like a fundraiser or something like that,
goes to
and
administration.
receive money, and you don't really know where the money goes,
No,
right?
no.
And so
It happened to, not me, but it happened to a fundraiser I was doing, and they had this big argument where the money was going, and I said, this is why I very rarely give unless I'm going to give to really a definite
Yes.
place,
Yeah.
because I find it very disappointing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's,
But I think, that's the thing, because now if people, when they show up to the gym, the gift is unwrapped, it's brand new. We
I think that's
give
wonderful.
We can give it
Yeah.
away too.
and the kid, imagine the smile on the kid's
Yeah.
face.
Yes.
Yep.
And of course, on each gift, I believe they have to mark what's in the gift.
Yes.
Of the age, you have to. It's all wrapped up. Obviously, you're going to wrap it up, and then you have to put a little sticky on there and say what the gift is and what the age this thing could go to. Right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, for us, all of ours will be unwrapped, and there's age brackets on the
Yes.
toys themselves.
Yes.
So we just what we do is we give it to the parents or whomever we meet up with,
Okay.
and then they do all the wrapping and stuff like that. I was actually a part of. I sponsored a family. This was a few years ago. Through the toy drive we had with the fire department, and actually delivered the toys myself to.
Oh, that must have been a thrill.
Yeah, it was.
The
It was
look
one of the
on their
greatest
faces.
experiences.
You know, the greatest thing about children, they're so innocent.
Yeah.
I mean, you give them something,
Yeah.
and the look on their face and how
Pure
they
joy.
appreciate. Yes,
Yeah.
the excitement they get that they've got a gift that they wouldn't have had.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a quote that I've read so many times, and this may not be to the T, but you're not
Close enough.
rich until you have something money cannot buy.
Yeah.
That's
You
absolutely
know?
true, because money can buy anything.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, I've lived with money, I've lived without money. I'd rather live with money, it's more
Yes.
convenient. But at the same time, I'm not a money person at all.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the things out there that I see it created, or something's happy, or something's, they're taken care of. I
Yeah.
much prefer that.
So this way, it's bringing
It's-
the community together too,
Yes.
and then it's rewarding us, small business owners here
Yes.
locally, where we can give back to
Absolutely.
the less fortunate and
Absolutely.
stuff.
And I believe we had your pamphlet or something on our Facebook.
Yes, it's on
so
Facebook.
We'll keep it up there for you, and
Absolutely.
Yes,
repeat
Thank
it
you.
for
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And this is December 9th.
December
Yes.
9th.
And that's
Yeah.
What's
from-
the address? Ernest? So
68. Let me see. 6824 West Cheyenne. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we know the address.
Yeah, yeah.
So we
I
can
get it.
have
I get it
everybody out there.
confused because it's the same. I shouldn't say this. It's the same digits from another number, just scrambled up. So I always get them mixed up. But yeah, 6824.
Oh, we all do that. We
It's
all do
behind
that.
the Olive Garden, and it's to the east of the IHOP on the northwest corner of
Fabulous.
Cheyenne and Rainbow.
And the name of the fitness place?
The Lift Factory.
Okay, wonderful. So we all
Yes.
know where they're going and what they're doing. Okay, are you on Facebook? Where can they reach you?
Absolutely. Facebook, Instagram.
And who do they go to on Facebook?
They just send I think you send a message directly to the gym.
Okay.
Or on Instagram, you can direct message us on there as well.
Okay. The name again?
The Lift Factory.
The Lift Factory, and that you can put on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of them. You can just put it out there.
Yeah.
And you're helping the kids. But it
Absolutely.
really does go to the kids. And it
Yes.
is Christmas time.
Yes.
And I'm sure we can spare one little present. One little present. Right? Just one little present.
Yes. Of
course.
More than one, but if you
one,
can't
and
afford
then
it-
you get to come work out.
yeah, then you
Yes.
get to work out for free, isn't that
Yeah.
awesome? I like that idea.
It works out.
And is it just for that one day?
Yes, just
Okay.
for the one day.
What happens if somebody, which I'm sure you'll accept anyway, what happens if somebody comes in and they miss the day and say, listen, I bought a present, I know I'm late?
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, we're honest, good guys. I would definitely accept it,
And give it to her.
Oh,
You know a
absolutely.
family you could give it to,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's not a problem.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
not
could
a
we could
problem.
put it to good use for sure.
Good use. There you go. So if
Absolutely.
you can't get there on the correct day, it doesn't really matter. You can still bring it in, but you have to pay for your exercise. Though.
No, yeah.
If you come to the gym. But it'll be
Yeah.
nice to give to somebody. Well, thank you both for coming on. Absolutely amazing. Don't forget December 9th.
Thank
Thank
you for
you for
having
10
us.
having
o'clock
us.
until
From
5.
9 o'clock to 5.
From 9 to 5.
Yes.
Okay? Wonderful. We'll be right back.
Thank you.